Hey!
Hey,
don't believe the shit they say about him, bro. That guy's smart.
It might take him 3 years to learn how to do it.
That guy
but he gets it done.
Oh, my brother graduated from the university, bro. And some big. Steve no jobs. Now he's Steve Jobs. Now he's Steve Jobs. Steve looking for a job.
Oh my god.
I've been using that joke for a long time.
Okay, so episode today was 10 things to do with your significant other, and our number 10 was, I forgot. Not gonna lie.
10 things to do with your significant other.
What do you think the 10 things on a man's perspective?
From a man's perspective?
Yes, from a man's perspective. 10 things
10
you
things
can
to do
with your significant other.
Long-term relationship. First thing is argue. On a long-term if you're talking about long-term relationship.
Long-term, what's long-term?
Long-term, anything over 5 years I think is pretty long-term.
Okay.
No? I think
everything past the 2 years is long-term. I think 2 years is long-term. Like honeymoon stage, over.
See, here's the thing though. 2 years consistently, you got to know the details, because if it's 2 years but you guys live in separate houses, or it's a long-term, it's not really 2 years. It's not collectively.
Okay, fine. Long-term, 2 years living in the same house.
Living in the same household, I think after a year is pretty long-term.
Okay.
A year living with someone, I think you could know a lot
honeymoon
about
ended a los 6 meses.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. You know somebody
then,
after a month.
What do you do to keep that relationship going in a long-term relationship?
Now the question changed. What do you do to keep the relationship fresh?
Yeah, like what do you do? What do you do?
Maciel, I like to sometimes.
I mean, other than argue.
I like to sometimes, while she's walking by, she just walked in, she doesn't know if I'm in the house or not, I'll trip her.
Okay.
I'll keep it fresh like that,
Like give her a little scare.
I'll change the shampoo to Elmer's glue. Keep things fresh.
I will freaking murder you.
You're asking me what to do to like keep spice in the relationship. That's what I would do. You gotta be spontaneous.
I would like to be a day in the life of a fly on your wall, and see how that works out for you.
No, there's a lot of
because that goes into arguing. Because that for sure from there
you gotta argue. You gotta argue, and I think arguing is cathartic.
Okay.
I think you argue, you get things off your chest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but to argue, do you let it bubble up and then say?
Absolutely, very passive aggressive with my arguments. Yeah. I'm very.
Give me an example.
She'll say, for example, she'll say like, "All right, babe, I'm ready to go. We're going out somewhere, right?" But she's not ready to go. In fact, she's very far from being ready to go because she still has to take a piss. She still has to put out food for the dog that she likes to leave a little bacon because the dog can't be without bacon before we leave. She puts out National Geographics for the dog as well because the dog watches TV. And then she'll go back and then she'll change her outfit again because that one at the last second it didn't really match with her spirit, and so she's not ready to go, right? So that at that moment I gotta unlock chakras and breathe and wait and be like, no, just don't be, but I bottle that emotion up.
Okay.
So then when she does that to me again throughout the month, throughout the week and the month, like in the third week, one day just like, well, you're not fucking ready. You're never ready. And then that's when I explode, and then I go, you're just like your mother, and it turns into something different.
Oh, and then you feel great after that.
And then you don't talk for a week or two, and then
that's okay to not talk.
Absolutely, dude.
For a week or two.
I don't know how couples talk for a week or two. I need my break. I need my things, dude. I need to not see you for a while. I'll send you a bottle with a note in it. We'll talk next week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You need to be talking. You need to tell them about your day and all that shit.
Sometimes. I mean.
You gotta update them.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's
good.
The schedule.
I mean, we have a schedule up.
Yeah.
Everybody has their things. Yeah, soccer, gymnastics, therapy. Not therapy for us. Or it could be therapy for us. Like everything's laid out.
Yeah.
Pero cuando he tells me he has golf on a Friday.
Yeah, he has golf on a Friday.
Se me
So
sube.
how long se te sube until se te baja? You know,
Probably the next day.
you know,
24 hours.
what you guys do is you bottle that up, right? But then when you finally, a week or so, you go to just fucking laying on them, you incorporate other things.
Oh yeah. There's
So
multiple
it's
things
not
in that.
just about one. So that's why you leave the man like, you don't know what you're blocking for. Because it started with you're always playing golf on Fridays, but then it's like, yo, when you shave, deja la taza llena de pelo. So by the end of it, you don't know what you're fighting about. And so all you have to say is, you're like your mother, dude. Yeah, and you walk away, and that psychologically fucks them up. You're like your mother's a double insult.
Pero
Why?
to a
Because
woman.
first, you're like, first of all, you're saying your mom's a bitch. And then the second insult is, you're just like her.
But I can't say that to a man.
You want to hit him where it hurts?
Tell me.
You go, what's up with that physique?
Oh my god. You are so right.
You go, you still going to the gym, or what are we doing? And that'll, right here, dude.
Is that what they told you in your last argument?
That and much more, but that's neither here nor there. So that's what we do, dude. That's what we,
Argue,
that's,
so-
yeah.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Something else.
About what are we talking about?
Okay, so like my number 9 was create a hobby that you guys can do together. Golfing, nah. Riding bike, nah.
What's yours?
What do I like?
What do you guys do?
Painting.
You guys paint
We
together?
podcast together.
You guys podcast? Ah, yeah, that's good. I like that. No, that's very important. You know why that's important? Because you told your person you wanted to do something that's not conventional, right? It's not the traditional
Riding
thing.
bike.
Like, yeah, so you like, excuse me, it's not riding bike or whatever. It's I want to start podcasting. And then your guy, instead of being like, why? Or that's crazy or whatever, you know what he did? He learned how to podcast. He learned how to run the boards, and he's here sitting in the same room with you right now. And he's cultivating part of your dream with you. You know what I'm saying? He's investing in you.
So here's the problem. Because he likes to play golf. And your girl just will drink champagne until she drops on the golf cart.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of don't do what he kind of likes to do. He does what I like to do, but yeah, I'm a little bit reserved on the selections he has.
Yeah, but we're different people. And I think, and I've learned this, by the way, because my counterpart wasn't really too fond of podcasting and me being an attention whore and all that stuff that people call me. I don't call myself that. People call me that. I'm an actor,
Oh, okay.
comedian, thespian, if you will. And so what happens is, so what happens is, right? I realize that if you have too many things in common, if you push each other to do too much of the same bullshit, you got nothing to, later on
Argue
show
about.
each other. Show each other.
Okay.
Right? Because if I know how to do something, really, in fact, if you go back to how you guys started dating, that's what you liked about him. You liked that he could show you shit that you didn't know about yet. You know what I'm saying? And you showed him shit that he might have not known. You know what I'm saying? So that brings you guys a little closer. In fact, he might start listening to music. Like, I don't know what the fuck you listen to. Mark Anthony, he starts listening to shit that you like. You start listening to shit he
Spice
likes.
Girls.
Spice Girls. He's jamming. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want on the way to home, on the way to the house. So now he's out of his comfort zone. He's feeling good, right? That brings you guys closer together because you feel good. Like, damn, I'm showing this guy. I'm giving him some culture, right? Mm-hmm. And he's doing the same with you. Maybe he's showing you how to fucking do archery or some. Yeah, he looks like a chap, like a scholar. Maybe he shows you how to do some equestrian stuff. You know what I'm saying? Horseback ride, something sex, maybe salsa dancing.
I don't know about all that. We've discussed salsa dancing. That's definitely on his list of to-dos.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? Like he shows up here.
Yeah.
And I just can't show up to golf. It just it's so hard.
You could, and you show up with a horn, and then it'll be funny for both of you.
I should try the horn.
That would be awesome.
The thing is that it stresses me out. Going golfing stresses me out. Why? Because I'm rushed.
Supposed to do the opposite
It's rushing me. I feel rushed. The people behind me are like, when are you going to finish in this hole so that I can get to the next hole? Like, why? Why am I rushed?
That's why you go a little buzzed.
So that it doesn't bug you, or that you pick them up?
No fighting in golf. What you do is you turn the game around and you shoot the way they're coming.
Oh.
you play backwards on them.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's fun.
You've done that?
No, but maybe tomorrow.
Please, please film that. Please film that. I'd like to be there, but not really be there.
Yeah.
So, podcasting. So that's what we do together. What else do we do together? We I don't know.
Do you guys schedule sex?
Sometimes, yes. We do.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
That's the thing. Yeah. You have kids. Like, it has to be scheduled sometimes. Like, guess what? Grandma's taking the kids today.
That's crazy. I'm going to tell you right now, no guy likes that.
I know.
Just telling you.
I know. What can you do, though?
You could
lock the door.
Do a lot. You can do a lot. You guys can do a lot. I'm telling you right now. You want to spice it up?
Don't schedule it.
Don't schedule it, dude. He's out on the balcony on a call. Fucking go out there and finger his butt. That's all I'm saying, dude. I'm saying keep it spicy, dude.
He won't let me near his butt.
Nah, well, sometimes you gotta surprise the element of surprise, dude. The element of surprise, dude. You're fucking around. Talk with me. You gotta go out there and finger that butt. It was interesting. I had a sex talk with 3 different generations: a 30-year-old, a 60-year-old, and then I think the last one was dead. And she was an older lady. She was about 100 years old. And I'll tell you what. It's crazy how open the 30-year... Like obviously, you would think progressively it would get more. But it's a trip because you forget that an older lady like that was a younger lady at one point. Obviously, traditions and shit like that were different. But when I brought up toys, like in the bedroom, she's like, sí. Yeah, I go, los dildos and shit. I didn't know how to say dildo in Spanish. How do you say dildo in Spanish?
Dildo?
Consolador.
How the hell does he know
that sounds like a high-ranking. That sounds like a high-ranking position in the reverse to Pentagon.
How Mario knows, not this Mario, that Mario,
your partner,
my Mario knows what that means, what that is in Spanish.
Oh, see, but that's no, because now you're gonna drive this into an argument that I'm gonna be in the middle of, and I don't like that. I don't want that. Consolador, you said? Consolador. You know what that sounds like?
Consoling. It consoles me. It console.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Me calma. Right? It's like my partner.
And that's a dildo. That's not a vibrator.
Vibrador.
Vibrador es un vibrator. Okay.
Vibrador. So they're using those suckers. I mean, what can we tell? What can we?
The older lady on the sex talk that I did for Radar for NBC was more reserved, even though you could tell in the bedroom she might have not been. Right? Old whore. And then the 30-year-old was just fully like, dude, she said anal beads. This is on TV, on camera, which is no problem. Like, she was open about it, which is cool. But she's like, she even said a
whip,
not a whip. She used a floof or something that has like laces and it hits. Mm-hmm. And she
flock? Is it the
flock or something like that?
The flogger.
Flogger. Crazy, you know that. That's weird.
It's called 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
Kill me.
And then she said anal beads. And then she said, she just said a lot of things. And that I wasn't.
Were you a little shocked?
No, I mean, you expected someone around my age to be, but I just didn't know she was going to be that open, so I didn't know how to reply.
I mean, that went.
Yeah.
On like a lot of people viewing that.
Yeah.
And she was that open.
She's
going to get a lot of followers. I mean,
she didn't care. She didn't care. And then the middle lady, 50, 60, she said she was monogamous, which at first I thought she said she did origami. Yeah. That was crazy.
We're at 5, I guess.
It's okay.
We've gone through 4. We've gone through 5.
I fucked up your stuff anyway.
Number 5. Number 5. Let's get back on track
here.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Okay. We also talked about date nights.
Date nights are important.
Okay.
Especially when you got kids.
Exactly.
You need a date night.
Okay. So what was your last date night? That's a problem. Stop right there. That's a problem. That you had to really think about it.
I agree.
That's a problem.
I agree. The last date night. Yeah, no, because the last thing we did together was with her. We went to go watch Jungle Cruise. Was with my daughter. So it's not a date night. So I don't know. The last date night we fucking did. I don't know.
Okay, maybe this helps you. come to realization that you need a date night.
When you go, about dates, when's the last day we had?
When the month over, the break month over, then we set up a date. Maybe the last date was the time we went to Doral.
No, it was like a year ago.
I know, maybe that
What was your last date? What did you guys do together?
Our last date was last Thursday here in the podcast room. That's a date for us. Because we're away from our children. And we can sit in the car and talk about business, life, and
that's good. That's
how
cool.
we're going to figure out how to put our kid through private school.
I love that. That's good. That's very intimate. I like that.
That was our last date night.
But that's still semi-business.
Yeah.
When's the last time you guys let go and went somewhere together by yourselves? And just didn't talk about business and all that. Vegas? Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, you guys just got fucking married.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a big one. Congrats, by the way, dude.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
With Elvis, it was an experience.
Oh, man, that's so good, dude.
Yes,
that was so cool.
That was fun. Mario did pass out, but it was great. I mean, we almost ended up in the ER, but you know what?
I heard about that.
That was fabulous. He made it to the altar.
He got a heat stroke.
Heat stroke. In the middle of the street.
Well, he said something. He said, what did you say was your last words before you passed out? Concelador.
Conceladora.
He said the dildo. It was the dildo. And then he just passed out.
He passed out.
That was crazy. So you guys had fun.
We made it to the altar, though.
Were you guys drunk before?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, no?
I think we woke up. We walked our happy butts to the middle of the strip. We had we had some coffee, he had some brownies, I don't know. He walks into these places and all he gets is sweet stuff, and I'm like, keto, what happened? Nothing happened. Then he eats, I don't know, a brownie from Starbucks, and then he'll go to we went to this place where they fill up these tubes of liquor.
So he hadn't eaten anything.
Nothing.
Just sweets.
Just sugar.
And then
and a frappuccino, this grande
rico,
with extra caramel
rico.
and caramel pieces.
You're in the desert, bro.
Anyway, so we get that slushy that's the size of my body, and it's full of sugar too, and it has liquor. And it was like cheap, bro. That girl went ham. She was just pouring, and I'm like, what's happening?
Cheap liquor?
Cheap liquor, bro. Then me and him are, and I'm already like tipsy, and nos metimos en un tub. We were in the tub taking pictures in the middle of a mall.
¿Cómo?
It was nice. And then
he was seen double.
Wait, we get to a place, and eatery, I don't know, Italian place.
You said it so many times, I don't know what you're...
It's a place.
An eatery.
Eatery,
I think.
It has like pasta places, and we split a pasta meal.
Okay.
So we did have something in the system. We had some water, and we kept walking. We walked all the way to our hotel, walked back. And as we're walking back, and we're about to get on the bus, Mario just collapses.
Oh, my God.
And I was freaked out. I mean, I have life insurance on him, but still.
Yeah, but you were scared. Yeah. You're like, oh, my God, no. And then, oh, my God, no. Yeah.
And people were like, and the chichon.
Oh, he bumped his head.
Like this big.
You passed out and hit your head.
Yes. I mean, I'm telling you, he flopped like a tree. Like timber. There was no grabbing dead weight on.
How much the policy?
Millón. Un millón.
Damn, that's why Mario when he said when he hit the floor, he heard yes. That's fucked up, dude.
And then they poured some water in him, and he was like, what happened?
And he wakes up and Elvis is over him. He thought he died. Hey, man, you all right? He's like, what the fuck? I'm dead, dude. It's Elvis. He forgets he's in Vegas. And then Marilyn Monroe comes to help him too. Oh, no. This is it, man. I'm dead.
Instead of it,
and then he sees you, and he's like, fuck. She's here too? What was it, a drive-by? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So he gets up, he drinks some water, and he's fine. And then we go eat actual...
Knowing
Chicago
Mario,
pizza.
he tried to play that off as cool as possible.
Oh, he was definitely dying
pass.
Inside. He was definitely dying
hey,
inside.
I'm good. His legs are still weak. He looks like baby Bambi out the womb. But let's go to the eatery. And he's fucking, it's cool. It's nothing. Let's go to a meeting.
Chichon.
Yeah.
Freaked.
$1 million, though, on the flip side, though.
He knows, too.
You're like kind of choking him almost. He's like, babe, I can't. He's like, shh, yeah. No, babe, I'm alive still. What do you say? Hey, let him go, baby. What if she's choking him? Hey, shut up. $1 million. I'll break you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, but that was a story on Vegas. I think after that he just drank water. Like,
I'm sure he did, dude.
it's a different kind of heat than here.
It
It's not a
is.
humid heat. It's a heat coming out of the freaking ground, melting my shoes. Like my shoes were going were like soft and soggy. It was
No, and you went in the summer too.
yes, it was rough. It was very rough.
You guys
But
win any money?
no, we lost. You know,
A
he
lot of
usually
money?
says bet it all on black. He bet it all on red, and he lost it all.
Ooh.
So that's another.
Ooh. That's was it before? I don't think so, Mayo.
Después.
Después que se desmayó.
He won't forget.
Maybe he
won't
wasn't
forgive
all there.
himself. He won't forgive himself ever for that. He tells me, he's like, I always talk shit about bet it all on red, bet it all on black, and guess what? I lost it all on red. I'm like,
No, right there.
he's gonna go back. We're gonna go back and bet it all on black.
There you go.
Black was doing good. But yeah, that was Vegas. That was our last date.
Oh, congrats, bro. You guys got married over there in Vegas. That was dope. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Okay.
Statistically, more men die first when they're married. So to avoid dying of heart attack or anything like that, I'll stay in a relationship, but I won't get married. That's how you beat the system.
Bro. Where did you come up with?
Statistically, married men die at a higher rate.
Who told you this? A health insurance agent?
The FCC, Fauci told me.
Did you Google this before you?
These are you can look it up. Men die at a higher rate in a marriage of, first of all, suicide and heart disease. That's usually what gets us first. And you know why? Because of use.
I don't believe that. Women do last longer, that's for sure.
Yep.
We last way longer than men.
No. Well, and why? Because we're fucking hating ourselves.
Why are you hating yourself?
Because married life is there's a lot of pressure on the man. You don't feel that? You don't feel there's a lot of pressure on the man?
No, not nowadays. Not with this generation. Not with our generation. I think it's very even.
No. See, that's the illusion we create so you guys don't feel it.
Okay.
Heart disease. That's why we fucking go first. You're laughing. Oh, you're laughing. We try to create this safe space for you, the children. You know how many times? Go ahead. Don't even look at him right now. But just put this in your head. You know how many times your man's probably cried in the car? Huh? You don't. You know why? Because he'll never fucking tell you. But he cries a lot. We all do. That's our space, dude. You know, I'm going to tell you another little secret. We don't take 2 hours to take a shit. We don't. We don't need those extra fucking 2 hours. We don't. We shit in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Wipe. Thinking about life. Everything's done in with a 5 minute. We can leave the bathroom in 5 minutes. But we don't. We stay in there and we think about life and death and our decisions, our bad decisions and our good decisions.
Well, that's so stressful as shit.
And which is why most men have
your
hemorrhoids.
ass must get numb.
It does.
And your legs?
We fight it because we'd rather be than out there, dude. That is our piece. That is our
freaking wonder.
You want it? I'm giving it to you.
No freaking wonder.
That is our throne, dude. That's our time. Have you ever just knocked? Like, what? Why? Because at that moment he was in a different dimension, dude. He was and we
interrupted that dimension.
He was interstellar right now, dude. He was unlocking chakras. He was seeing himself as a kid playing, or jumping over bushes. And then you come and remind him of where he's at right now in life, and he'll go, "What?" And you're like, dude, I just want to go outside to get the mail for a second. You're like, then get it! And you're like, well, the fuck did I do? I just knocked on the door. That's what you did. You brought him back to life, to reality.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just letting you guys, because you guys walk around life with your toes done and just thinking about tomorrow. And I'm letting you peek to our life.
Okay.
If you want it, I'm giving it to you.
Any other special space you guys use?
You tell me. Well, look, I don't have a garage, but I would cry hard in a garage because there's a lot of space to walk around. Bathrooms are good, dude. Bathrooms are good. We do a lot of crying in the bathroom, cars, offices.
Strip clubs.
You don't cry at a strip club. You don't cry. And if you do, this is what you do. And this is another thing. A lot of women think, they're out there slapping asses and this and that. I've paid to just talk.
That's what they all
I go, hey, let me tell you about why I didn't go to college. Let me tell you about my mom. Yeah, dude.
They're good listeners.
Men, people like to put the emotional aspect more on women. Men are very emotional. We just have to kind of dress it up a little bit more.
Okay.
By social standards, because we're taught to be that way. But men cry, and men cry hard.
Not as often as women, though. It's okay. It's okay.
Again, you cry because you saw a baby walk.
You're right.
I cried because I almost couldn't pay rent yesterday. My mom, I talked to her on the phone yesterday. Said, estaba tirando el gogo. She's about to die. My dad wasn't there for a good portion of it. I don't know what that motherfucker looks like. He could sit next to me at a bar. Maybe is that why I have fucking daddy issues? I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. I'm getting older. Testosterone's dropping. What the fuck's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cry in the car. And that's what fucking happens, dude. And you guys are like, hey, let's watch a movie on Netflix. You're like, go ahead, dude. Let's go. Yup, let's do it. What episode are we on?
I'm learning a lot.
You fucking want it. I'm giving it to you.
Math how?
I'm putting you up on game, dude. Just think that we're going around through our day and we're just cavemen. Nope. We're very emotional creatures, bro. Across the board. You know what gets me hard? When soldiers come home to their daughters and sons and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll cry while taking a shit.
Watching those TikToks?
I've bawled with a dirty butt. Because watching TikToks of a soldier, daddy, oh, baby, and I'm there crying, I'm crying. Kristen's knocking. What the fuck are you doing? What?
You come back to.
And then you realize, oh my god, I got a family. I've been on the toilet. I can't feel my legs.
They're numb. They're tingly.
You gotta crawl on the toilet paper.
So the blood circulates.
Yeah. You know, I gotta tell you this because obviously you got a good fan base. You got your podcast, and a lot of people are oblivious to what some men. How do you sleep? I bet you sleep all snuggled up with your leg like this. We can't. You walk in the room and we're like this. Game over, dude. So we gotta sleep. We gotta do these fucking poses that don't make you vulnerable. But dude, I love sleeping like this, dude. Cheeks out. You're fucking around, dude. But these are all the things. A puppy. I love to say that puppy's cute. It's adorable. Give me the puppy. But you can't say shit like that. You don't want to. That's why we die of heart attacks. You guys don't fucking know, dude.
What about starting a hustle together? Like doing a hustle together.
Selling coke and shit?
Yeah, coke.
That's great, bro. But then you realize how many differences you guys have. And then you realize who's the lazy ass and who isn't. I'm telling you, bro, it's
the
very
antiquated one and who's the more digitalized. But then I get the whole thing like, I know you're smart. This is what he tells me. I know you're smart, but let me explain to you how I do it. Mm-hmm. But I know you're smart. Yeah. That's to me.
You know why that's beautiful? Because he compliments you first.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Yeah, but you need that. You need that. Everybody needs that. That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it.
Good job, babe. Good job.
I think that's a good way to do it. You lift them up first, and then you fucking knock them down.
Freaking technique. That's what that
is.
This
guy's a fucking. That's the founder's Ray Kroc over here. Yeah.
Here, sell me this. So we touched on the business portion. Yeah. So no hustle, no hustle together.
No, don't hustle.
Like Mario has the school. Yeah. I do the administrative work. He does the other stuff. Like
I love it.
And it all works.
That's great.
Itself into somehow.
I love it.
No?
He cries a lot in the car.
I'm sure.
I'm telling you right now.
He definitely cries a lot in the car. Have you ever gotten a manicure, pedicure?
No. By my daughter.
By your daughter. Okay, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
But not gone to a place and...
It's another thing. You have to know, like, certain dudes that are already doing it, and it's almost like a secret society.
Dude, I do them.
And he's a Mason. So you understand what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. You think they're fucking unlocking skulls and bones, and they're doing each other's nails. Hey, look. We're talking about the new order. They're dipping their feet in
in the massage chair.
In the Masonic massage chair. I'm gonna get fucking killed after this podcast now. God damn it.
Oh my god. Oh man. So what else did you talk to these women about in your sex talk? Only toys?
No. We talked talk about sex, obviously, how they see it, sex before marriage. Mm-hmm. The older lady, again, she was like maybe 80, and she said that she didn't have sex before marriage, but that she what if she thinks about it now? And she says, I think you should have sex before marriage. And I said to her, mind you, she's 80. She's like 80 something years old. I go, yeah, because what if you get the D and you don't like it? And she said, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I thought that was cute. But I kind of agree, I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Relationship sex is a big part of it. So you have sex before marriage and something's not right,
you're in time.
You could kind of now I'm a believer that
you can modify.
You could adapt and you could learn and you could grow and stuff like that. Next question. Sex before marriage.
Sex before marriage.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, sex before marriage. I agree. Taste before
you make the commitment.
Yeah.
I think that's the majority
is there
of
passion?
people's.
Is there maybe there's things you don't like, maybe there's things that can be fixed, but there's potential.
I don't know what happened, because in the 60s everybody was fucking everybody, and then I think we got a little more conservative about it, like in the 80s, right? 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Well, that was still a drug,
but it was like,
I don't know,
15 years old having children because it was okay, or
back then. Yeah, there's
13.
a lot of there's a lot of young, and the dude was usually older, which
here's my daughter for a cow, like,
oh, you're going way back.
I mean,
that's fucking that's great. That's way back. Which, how fucking, like, for a cow then?
Is that what I'm worth to
God
you?
Damn. I think if you look back, that's what marriage was. I think that's why all that institutional bullshit and all this. Yeah, it was agreements. Yeah. Like, I agree that this is the transactional thing.
Barter.
Absolutely, look it up.
Well, that's how family created Wall.
By selling cows for sex and shit.
Wall by uniting
families.
Other families.
Yeah. History buff. Puts in
arranged marriages. Yeah.
History 2 cents. Did you finish school?
In what sense?
Bachelor's.
I think a student's never done learning.
Okay. Of course you would say that. But graduate walk. Did you walk?
No,
No.
Fuck that shit. I was really good at signing up for classes though.
Oh, okay.
All the counselors
that's
knew
a
me.
good.
What are you dropping this summer? I don't know. Give me something. But I just never went to school. Yeah, I went to high school. I graduated high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need college. I'm just asking. Curious.
It's all right.
About your past, about your history,
Mm-hmm.
how you became you.
Well, a lot of alcohol and childhood drama.
No.
Trauma. Yeah.
No. I've heard stories your childhoods were.
Ours?
Yeah. Playing outside on the block.
Yeah, that was our fun. That was our fun.
No drive-bys.
That was our fun. Picking up a tub because somebody fucking probably died in, and shoving it into a tree and made that a tree house. That was how we had fun. In the hood. We would tie a fucking... This is true. This is not in Zimbabwe or anything. We would pick up a crate and tie it to a post. And that's how we would play basketball.
Wow. Yeah,
Am I talking shit?
No, bro.
I know. Kids nowadays.
One dude had a skateboard. We all had a skateboard.
Topic of conversation in our household right now. How do we raise non-spoiled brats in this society.
think-
But we want to give them what we didn't have.
You compromise and you be realistic, right? Like, let's say they wanted a really nice toy car, right? But it was like $400. You get them the toy car, and then when they're happy about it, you break it.
No, you're serious?
You show them that you had the ability to get it for them, but in life sometimes what you want you don't always get. Even if you get it, it's not forever sometimes, so I think that would build character. I buy my daughter boxing gloves and I fucking wail on her sometimes. Like I'll go like kind of soft, and then because that's life.
In my head, I'm thinking, should we break the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah. I think you absolutely should. And you should also always keep a level of intimidation, right? So always every now and then, like, act a little crazy, like you're going to break it, and then you don't because you keep them, the element of surprise that we talked about. But then one day, you notice que ya está un poco gastado, you should maybe update it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to buy a new one anyways. That day, you snap for no reason. You'll probably be like, oye, dale, que está la comida. And they'll be like, I'm not hungry. And you fucking get a hammer and you fucking break that shit in front of them.
Oh my God. That's
And then
such
guess
a
what?
good idea.
Guess what? Comen la comida and they'll never bitch about things again. Because you like it.
That's such a good idea.
You're going to buy a new one anyway. Character.
I like that idea.
Entonces.
All right, and no. Final words.
Okay.
Final words.
No es lo mismo un calzoncillo viejo que un viejo en calzoncillo.
I love that.
Remember that.
Thank you so much for watching today. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you
An
for
absolute
stopping
pleasure.
by.